Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and now we have an idea. Well, we know really what the next move for Vice President Kamala Harris is. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please visit that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica. And when you get there, please hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. We now have an idea of what the next move for Kamala Harris is going to be. See, there's two schools of thought here. Now, one is that she could run for governor of California, and the other is that she could run for president of the United States in 2028. Now, there's a large portion of people that believe she didn't get a fair shot in 2028 because her campaign was rushed, and they believe that she'll do better in the next election. 2024, that she'll do better in 2028. Problem: if she were to not win the nomination for the Democrat Party, because it won't be an open field, it's not going to be a coronation this time, she's going to actually have to earn it. Well, if that were to happen and she lost, then that is a disastrous end to her political career, losing in the primary. You don't want to have that. The other option is governor of California, which she would likely win in a landslide, and then that could build her case for presidency in 2032 or 2036. Gives her a whole new identity as a candidate, although it is 4 to 8 years in the future. Even still, she wouldn't even be 70 yet in the, not the next election, but the one after that. So you're talking about 2036. So I see that as the most plausible, and that seems to be exactly what the people in her inner circle are pushing her for. Go for California, rebuild it. Don't usually see somebody come from vice presidency, take a step down, but in this case, it could be a step down to move forward. And I could see that, and I think they see that as the most plausible opportunity. She could prove she's not a radical in that time, which, would be a facade, but still. I want you to watch this story on it, though, and let me know what you think in the comments.
We haven't seen or heard much from Vice President Kamala Harris since she lost the election last month. But the Democratic Party still reels from Trump's victory. Conversations are already happening about her next move. Our Isaac Dover has brand new reporting this morning that details how the vice president is debating her future, including talk among her allies of a potential run for governor. That would take a 2028 White House run off the table. And Isaac is back here at this table. All right, so Isaac, tell us what the likelihood is of Harris running for governor.
What she's been saying to people over the last couple of weeks, donors, other supporters that she's been talking with, is, you haven't seen the last of me, I'm not going quietly into the night. Advisors, people close to her, are debating about what that means. They do not want her final official act ever to be essentially certifying Donald Trump's win over her, especially 4 years after January 6th. And so they look at this governor's race in California in 2026, and it seems to them like a layup, essentially, that she would probably clear the field, or mostly clear the field, and she would get to be governor of California. It's a pretty good job, right? It was good enough for Ronald Reagan and Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jerry Brown. But if she does that, that means that she couldn't turn around and run for president again in 2028, right? She'd need to essentially declare right away. And that is what it really comes down to, because there are people close to her who say she didn't get a fair shot this year. It wasn't up to what she could have done, and look how well she performed anyway. She should get to go again in 2028. And then there are ones who say, look, with where things are with the Democratic Party, she would not have a clear field, a cleared field, rather, in the Democratic primary, and could lose the nomination. And to come off of 2024 into that would be really terrible.
No question. And would a second run even be harder for Harris? That's a question as well.